Hello friends, Kokomojo here. Today we are back with another vault opening video. I have mostly been playing sub this week. After the Outlaw nerfs, I feel like sub is just a little bit better than Outlaw, at least for me. So I've been trying that out and trying to practice it a bit more. So I'll be opening today in sub loot spec. And I'm kind of hoping to get a dagger. I feel like another dagger would be nice, so I don't have to dump Valor into this one. I also wouldn't mind a better second trinket. I have a 415 whetstone, but I would like to get rid of this puzzle box. I know the mastery is actually quite good for sub, but it's so clunky to use. It's like not that fun, so I would not mind that. And then it would be nice to get better gloves and also a better chest. I still have these pants from last week. I haven't converted them to tier yet. I figure I'll wait and see in case my best chance or my best option this week is 421 pants with a tertiary. Then I'll pick that and upgrade that instead. But yeah, we'll see. Really hoping for chest or trinket or weapon. I think that would be best. Let's see what we get. Okay. Well, this is a good ring. Decent belt. We've got this. I know this ring is like, people want this ring, but this is probably not very good for sub just because of all of the haste. I think I'll have to sim this, but this is a tough one. Definitely not exactly what I was hoping for. It's probably going to be between this ring and this belt. What do I have for a belt? I have the same belt. But this is also not super great. I have to see what the belt converts to in the catalyst as well. Maybe there's a chance that this belt might be worth. I'm leaning towards this ring. It kind of sucks to get rid of all of the mastery though from the Woe Bearers band. I feel like that could be a good ring to dump some valor into, but we'll see. I'm gonna sim this. I'll sim all three. Let's see what we end up with. Let me pull up read bots. I'm gonna drop this in here. We will be doing Top Gear. Let me just make sure that is up to date. Then let's snag the belt, this ring, and this ring as well. Some ring slots have a mix of enchanted and unenchanted. Select enchants for these. Okay, yep. So we can do that. We'll find the rings. Fly. I'm just gonna do 82 verse. I might adjust what enchants we use later on, but for now I'm just going to be running verse enchants. We'll check Dungeon Slice. I'm going to go ahead and download the SimC input just in case this takes forever, but I've had pretty good luck. Holy, that is a queue. Okay, so I'm going to update SimC locally. I'm going to start running this, and then we'll be back once we have the sim results. Okay, so the results are in, and we have a few combos that are a little bit better than what my current gear is. So there's a little bit of a disappointing result. We aren't seeing a very big DPS increase. Looks like the biggest DPS increase is like 430 DPS higher than what I have now. So this choice doesn't really matter a lot at the end of the day, but let's see what we've got. So combo 6 was the highest. Let's take a look at the items that this selected. I do kind of wish that this would show me what items were included earlier on, but so for the rings, we're actually keeping the Woe Bearers band and crystallized droplet that we have now. So the best DPS increase is to take the belt, according to this sim. So that's a little bit of a disappointing result, just given that we know that the haste on the belt is not very good, but it's just a low item level piece that I have now that is going to get us some agility, and the reshuffling of secondaries from the rings is just not that impactful. Just out of curiosity, let's see what the worst one was. Combo 5. Let's see here. What items was this? So the ring ends up being the Court of Stars ring ends up being the lowest DPS. In fact, it's worse than the ring that I have now. This isn't too surprising. You see this from, I think, when we, we're getting rid of that mastery and we're getting the haste instead. And even though the ring has that nice auto attack damage buff, getting rid of all that mastery is really problematic. So yeah, definitely a bit of a disappointing result. Let's see what 2 and 4 are actually as well. I want to see if that ring is good anywhere, or if let's see. So honestly, yeah, look at this. Getting rid of the crystallized droplet is better than getting rid of this 405 woe bearers band. That's kind of crazy to me. Okay, so that was combo 2. This is the second highest improvement, and then combo 4. So this has got to be getting rid of the woe bearers band and mastery ring. Yeah. Yeah, so getting rid of the mastery ring is just a tiny DPS increase over what I have now. It is a 5 DPS increase. This is negligible. This is definitely just sim variance that we're seeing there. So I think based on this, I've got to go with the belt, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. We might see what this catalyzes into as well, and we can go based on that. And actually, one thing maybe I should take a look at is how good this is for Outlaw. So actually, yeah, let me run one more sim as Outlaw, and we'll see how this ring compares, because this ring is like really good for Outlaw. I don't think it will be, but if this ring is crazy good for Outlaw compared to the Woe Bearer band, then maybe I'll take this, so I have a good item for both sub and Outlaw. So let's run one more sim. I'll be right back. All right, so sim is done for Outlaw now. Combo 5 is our best one by a very small margin. It's like a 400 DPS difference from the gear that I have now. So let's take a quick look at Combo 5. And it looks like the belt is also best for Outlaw. So, okay, I think we have our answer. We'll go with the belt. It's the highest DPS increase. It must just be that main stat. At this point, the rings are just shuffling around secondaries. They're also relatively inexpensive to Valor upgrade, so there's not a huge difference between the rings. Getting that little bit of main stat on the belt is the way to go, so we'll take the belt. And we get a 20 key this week, a 20 Court of Stars. I think this is a great key, actually. We might be able to 2-chest this one, so that's pretty exciting. It's gonna be a little bit of score too, which will be nice. The affixes for the week: Tyrannical, Spiteful, Quaking, Thundering. This isn't too bad. I think this is gonna be a really fast week as long as you don't have people dying from Spitefuls. It'll be a pretty fast week. There's nothing that's really going to slow us down when it comes to pulling big on trash to make up time for the slower tyrannical bosses. So it's a pretty good tyrannical week overall, I would say. Yeah, we want to be making sure that we're managing spites as best we can. I think the thing that's going to be tough this week is, well, I guess we can take whatever poison we want here and then just be swapping to that poison for the bosses. So I think for instance, I'll probably just want to run a terrific poison everywhere just to get that boss damage reduction, and then play crippling poison to slow the spites down, just so people can have an easier time with them. What else? Oh, for Outlaw, I've been playing Count the Odds. So I dropped Greenskins and I've been playing Count the Odds instead. It sims about the same. It's like within like 0.5% for me. But Count the Odds feels a lot more consistent, and I think it actually might be a better build DPS wise, just because you don't have to be pressing between the eyes on cooldown. And what that means is when you need to target swap or you're going into another pack, you'll pretty much always have between the eyes ready to go to get started doing damage. I was like, the big downside of green skins was we had to press BTE on cooldown, and that meant that if we had to target swap or we're about to end a pull, then you had to be careful with that. But with Count the Odds, I feel like this makes up for the fact that some buffs, some Roll the Bones buffs with the Hidden Opportunity build are just turbo bad. Like anytime you get Grand Melee, it's awful. It's so bad. Honestly, the crit buff is not super good either. Like it's not bad, but it's not anywhere near as good as Broadside or Skull and Crossbones. These two buffs are just so good. Anytime you're getting these buffs is just insanely valuable. This also makes Shadow Dance like a way stronger cooldown than it was before. So if we take a look, let's see. We roll, and then I'm just gonna get into Shadow Dance. We'll just see how many buffs I can build up. Like, look at this. I'm spending time, a non-negligible amount of time, at 6 buffs. And if you vanish, you can sometimes get another buff from that. Yeah, this just feels like way better. And part of that is I got lucky and I rolled I rolled Skull and Crossbones and Broadside together. That's a very good buff combo, but it definitely feels really good. And just like kind of not really paying that much attention, making mistakes, pressing my buttons, still doing decent damn on 5 targets. So yeah, so that's all I got for this week. We've got yeah, the Outlaw changes, they feel fine. I've been playing Cold Blood and Count the Odds. This makes the overall DPS like fairly comparable. It just feels a little bit worse to play, and I make a lot of mistakes. Like I still don't have the muscle memory from Old Fan the Hammer like out of my brain yet, so I make a ton of mistakes there. That's part of why I've been playing sub. But yeah, it's been fun. Rogue's still feeling really fun to play. We do good damn. We never die. We do tons of jobs. We make keys safer and faster. It is a very good class. So yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, and good luck in your vaults. Catch you later.